All right, it is Monday, February 9th, and we're gonna get started again on the flatbed build. So I did some work trying to figure out how to make these wheel wells complete. I did a lot of this. I did this side off camera, but I'm gonna show you what it looks like, and then we'll do same thing over there we did over here, and you can watch that process when we do it. So show you what we got so far. All right, so this is the driver's side. Had to flip the bed over in my mind. We already put all these on. I wanted to have it completely sealed off, but if I did that and welded these hard and welded these firm, you'd never get that area painted. So our decking's gonna come to here. You'd never get that 3 inches back up all the way into here painted. Even doing it professionally, because all you'd be able to do is just stick a gun right there and shoot, and it would never, you'd have under here wouldn't be painted. Didn't want that, so this is gonna be bolt on. So you got bolt, 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 3 on the front and 3 on the back. This plate will drop out, and then I'll show you what we got underneath. All right, so this comes right off, and then underneath, that's what you got. All right. Oh, there you go. So I welded 1/8 inch. I welded 1/8 inch angle iron, 3 across the front here. I put this solid piece of 2 inch angle iron across and drilled in through underneath there, and then there's another bolt on the inside on both sides. These ends over here are going to get nutserts attached in them, so you can come from inside the box, reach your hand up in here, and screw the screw in to put this on. Also welded this to make another support for that angled piece that goes across. All these have nutserts. All these have nutserts. Then, like I said, this one and this one and this one and that one. So this piece can come completely out. In the future, I'm going to be getting taller tires. When I do, I was also worried that I might hit this piece right here. So I can always come in here and shim up an inch or two off of this plate and get some more room. But I also could just take this out, come in here and cut these off, these angle iron pieces off, and that'll give it a little more room to suck up in here, because my tires run right about there. So it just barely would clear, but it would clear and let my tire sit in there, and I could take this piece off, and I could take these pieces off and just take it out. So that's what we did over there. Still got to weld it all up. Oh yeah, I also took and put these just stress supports on it to try not to let it bow, but it's bowing anyway. So I'm gonna come in here on the back and weld this and try to draw it back the other way, and then be very slow. Weld a little bit on the other side, but these are just some angle supports out of that same 10 gauge steel. So we're gonna do the same. I'm gonna leave this right here so I can keep welding it. We're gonna do the same over on that side, and let y'all see that process. got these ground flush. Went on ahead and ground that, and then ground these down a good bit. So we're gonna set you back up and we'll get started again. I've got these 3/8 washers. I'm gonna add one. Truck's loud. I had one washer on each side. Well, shoot. I had one washer on each side. That'll give me a little bit of extra room for paint to be able to stick. These pieces will be painted, and I'm gonna have Line-X here, so that Line-X is kind of thick. So having one of these on each side give me plenty of room. And then, like I said, it's getting nutserts, and then I'm putting bolts in it, so that'll pull it up tight anyway. So I ain't worried about it not being tight. Got these marked with the down arrow, and they also are side specific. This is just some, it's actually 1/4 inch angle that I cut blocks out of, and cut the angle off. Just needed a piece of scrap 1/4 inch plate. Get another fresh battery. I think I'm gonna have to trim just a little bit off. Yeah, I gotta go grind just a little bit off of this so that it'll fit down in there and I can weld it on. Let me go do that. There we go. Now that's fitting right. All right. Next thing we're gonna do is mark out some spots right here and take these angle iron pieces and weld them up here, here, and here. So I'm putting it in the center over here, which is 4 inches up. And then I'm putting it at 3 inches here and here. Actually, I don't think I went 2 inches. Let me see what I did over there, and then I'll match it over here. I did 2 inches from the outside over there. And it's not a bad thing if it sits low just a little bit, because that'll let it pull down tight. You don't want it too low, just a little bit is not a bad thing. gonna bounce back and forth and weld some of this and weld some of that so I can get it welded up too. Now, it was warped that way, it was pulling that way, so now since I welded all that, I'm hoping I can bring it back just a little bit. But I'm gonna set this down here on the ground. Now, all right, let's weld these in. Now we're going to take this piece of angle iron and bring it under here and just clamp it to the bottom like it was the deck. I think I gotta get up underneath it to do that. Hot. Hey, come here for a second. I'll be right back. Do it. So, I've got this piece in. Gonna fix it on the last one. Either that worked or adding one more worked to set this across and it hold fast. So I've already got the piece cut. This is the piece that's gonna go right there. So I get this set, get it just about as far back as I'd like it to be. Just kind of eyeballing with this back edge right here. All right. Now I need to straighten it up off of this edge. That's gonna about do it. And hit this one too. Whoa, that backside back there is way off. Huh, that's gonna be an interesting tip. But this side right here is ready. Yeah, okay, we're gonna go with that. All right, now I'm gonna go up underneath and draw on the underside, trace out these angle iron pieces on the underside so that I know where to drill my holes. And then we'll level it, and then we'll take that back piece of angle iron and bring it up to where it's level. All right, the bottom ones get drilled out to 17/32, and that's because put nutserts in those. So a little bigger. Oh man, kinda live. That hole ain't gonna be, it's too far forward. Dadgummit. Can I cheat it back just a little bit? That must have been way off kilter. Let me do it this way. What I'm gonna do is just back it up and drill straight through, not even worry about that hole. Bolt this side in and drill straight through that one with a 3/8. Let me level it up back here. 6 3/4. Yeah, 6 3/4, 6 3/4. I can drill straight through right there. I had it cattywampus. Let me just clamp this one down. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and drill that one. Put it through there. Even when you did it, done it before, you still can make a mistake, guys. I'd love to have a mag drill. Hint, 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 wink, wink. Vevor or Evolution or any of y'all make them. Me and my 20 followers. All right. We're gonna widen those holes out and we're gonna have to put nutserts in. All right, so when you buy these things, be real careful on what that grip range says. I thought I could use these for everything and I wasn't paying much attention. But no, these were only good for, I don't know, they won't go up 1/4 inch, so I can't put it through that angle iron over there, but I can put it through this one. That is gonna do it. Now, we can take this piece of angle iron, get it up under, get our clamps ready. Get our clamps ready here. Level them up. Look at there, dang near perfect. I think we're gonna go just a little bit more higher. All right. That ought to be good enough. Although, no, I'm gonna come in from that side. It'll be fine. I was thinking it's gonna be hard to put these rivet nuts in, but I'm gonna stick the rivet nut in from the other side, so we're good. All right, let's weld those in. All right, now we're gonna come across here and put two more bolts back there. All right, now we got nutserts here and nutserts here. So we can set this back on. 3/8 holes on this side won't let it walk. Drop these right down in. It's best not to going ahead and just ram these down. Got my lovely assistant.
For a few minutes.
For a few minutes. So you get them all started. Then you can ram them down. Alright, and that's in there. And it should, if you look. Si, senor. Alright. Now I got my other two pieces here. Not a slide off of them. That one's gonna go right here. And if this one's fit, it's gonna do well enough. I can cheat it a little bit. Well, that side over there. Oh, this side right here is back just a little bit. I'm gonna have to just grind that off. Ooh, that's a bit of a gap there. Well, I got one more piece I might cut it out of. Let's see. Yeah, I could cut a little bit off of that one. We'll just use it. All right, hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Cut down that. Measure to verify.
Get you a square one.
It is 7.5. That one is 7.25. Yeah, 7.5. Don't laugh. All right, let's go zip this off.
He wants in the house so bad.
Well, he's not getting it right now. Okay. let's try skin.
We'll see you fit it, and then I'm gonna I'll go to the boiling porch and I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay. That ought to do it.
Oh, look at there.
So I knock some of that down, it'll fall right in there. Just get that edge cleaned up just a little bit.
I like you standing here like.
Till I get tired. Alright, I'll just give me another water. All right, we are going to finish it up for tonight. Show y'all where we got to. Happy with what we got done tonight. Got both wheel wells completely done. So now all I got to do is come in, spend all day tomorrow cleaning up grinds, knocking off these little weld spatter beads with a flap disc. I got all my bolt holes set. I'm going to use, I'll show you what I'm going to use final installation in a minute over there. But man, those wheel tubs are looking great. Now it's 10 gauge and it's all going to be line X so that any kick up, rock kick up, it's going to hit this and not go into my suspension, into my truck, you know, nowhere crazy like that. I am going to have a piece of aluminum diamond tread, 2-inch by 2-inch aluminum diamond tread around right here. So that might be a little fragile. I might have to do something to beef that up, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I'm gonna get the thing on the road and then see what kind of tweaks I need to make. I did mark the driver's side because these are gonna be taken off and moved around, and I just wanted to know which side was gonna be which. This is the setup. We've got our angle iron, riv nuts, angle iron across. This is removable from the inside of the box, and when I put the bolt from the inside of the box, I'll just put a little rubber washer on it to seal it off. These button head bolts are what I'm going to use. These are stainless. These are what I'm going to use in the final installation so that there's nothing proud that's going to cut a tire. So hold on a second. Not gonna put all the bolts in this one, but it looks good too. All right, well, that'll do it for today. I'm gonna go to bed. We'll get back after it tomorrow.